Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So also, I'm just gonna jump right in. So when I first started talking to my ex, he was selling drugs, right? Selling crack. So I was telling my best friend, she's like, oh my God, it's like you're taking over my identity like back in the days, because back in the days she used to mess with drug dealers and I used to mess with like pretty boys. I wasn't really into the drug dealing thing. She was going OT with these niggas and everything. Like sometimes she would have to fuck to get back home and all of that. And I never did none of that shit. I was not going nowhere with none of them niggas because I just ain't fuck with them like that. I knew what they was about. And honestly, back in the days when I was a teenager, I was kind of like a boy. Like I used to hang out with the boys. I would be fine with just 7 dudes, but I grew up with them like when we was little. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I was sleeping with them or anything. We was just cool, and I just rocked with them like that. So certain shit like I didn't do. Like I wasn't going OT with them and none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I never really got into the drug game. I was just fighting. Anyways, so I get with him. He's selling drugs or whatever, and I'm working. And he would like go crazy over money and be like, oh my God, I can't get no work, all this other stuff. So he's just be stressed out. So I used to try to help him get work. And I'm like, well, I know a couple of people, maybe I can help you. So one day I had told LaShawn, she's like, oh, well, my man could get it for him or whatever. So whenever he had to get work, he would be like acting all crazy. One time he took me to this block, and it was the wrong block. He had me go down this block, and he had me looking, and he started yelling at me and screaming it. And we was new in a relationship, and I should have took that as a warning to get the fuck on, but I don't know why I didn't. I was dumb. I ignored warning flags, or whatever, warning signals, not warning flags. So now mind you, I'm 39 years old. I'm dating someone who's 33. He's selling drugs. I'm just like, I'm the type of person that was like down for adventures. You get what I'm saying? So I was just like, let me have some fun. Fuck it. But he was an asshole. So whenever he couldn't get work and shit, he would just blame me, shit like that. But now I realized they was doing it all on purpose. He was just trying to inflict pain on me whenever he could. So I had told my friend LaShawn, so she said that her man was going to get it for him or whatever. So her man had came up with all these rules that I had to go by myself to get it, all this shit. And so he was going crazy like, no, I'm not sending you by myself, by yourself. I'm giving you $900. How do I know? Like, it was just a lot of confusion. It was just a lot of stress. So I go get it and I take him with me, but he stays in the cab. So her boyfriend claimed that he was going to have it, but he didn't have it. He had to go get it. So my man's in the car and he's going crazy. He's calling me and stuff like, oh, it's taking so long. Like, just acting like a complete maniac. And I'm shaking and stressed out. And they put me through all this stress. And come to find out, like, it was all a plan just to stress me the fuck out. So at the end of that, I was about to say his name. He's like, I don't want to say his name because I'm over crazy. But anyways, at the end of it, he's like, oh, give me her number, all this other stuff. So he made me call her and say something, and I was crying during it. So then after that, she calls me back, cursing me out. It was just crazy, yo. It was crazy. And she was like, oh, you're supposed to be my best friend. How you gonna let some man come between us? And I'm like, what? I'm like, didn't you hear my voice? Couldn't you tell that I was in distress? Like, what type of best friend are you? But like I said, they all know each other. And it was all a game just to fuck with me. And that's just, like, it's really fucked up. That shit is crazy when I think about it to this day. It really is. So he ended up getting unemployment, so he stopped selling drugs. He's like, oh, I don't have to sell drugs no more, all this other stuff. So he was looking at me like I was a good luck charm, all this bullshit. It was just crazy with him. And, yo, y'all gotta be careful with jealous people. Like, I can't stress this to you enough. Because jealousy makes people do anything. They commit murders. It sets you up. Like, all types of shit. It's like something in their spirit inside of them just can't see it. See you happy or whatever. It's just crazy. So, yeah, they just used to, any chance they got to use this guy to inflict pain on me, they did. And he did. And then whenever I would try to, when I would go to my mom's house, he'd be like, where you at? Come here. What's taking you so long? It's like he just needed me sitting down somewhere where he could see me. So, like, they was just holding me hostage, stopping me from doing, I don't know what the fuck they was stopping me for. But they was just stopping me from doing what I had to do. Like, normal shit. Like right before I met him, I was really into manifesting hard body. I was listening to Abraham Hicks, putting my stuff in the vortex. I think they knew how powerful of a manifester I was. I used to always say money is flowing to me, and it would always come as like I would spend my money and like it would just come back. I mean, from work, normal stuff. You know what I mean? But it was just crazy. So she was just like, oh, she kept like saying stuff like, oh, look at you. You like me 10 years, 20 years ago. You take it over my lifestyle. Now I'm you. It was just like a whole bunch of fake shit. It was just really fucked up and sad. Then I started, also, guess who the dude I was dating? He's the little brother of the guy who was teasing me and telling people who was trying to have sex with me when I was in school and I was a virgin. He's his little brother. It's like he sits his brother after me. And I'm like, what type of soul contract do I have with these people that they're coming after me like this? So I even said to him, I was like, is such and such your little brother? I mean, are you, I'm gonna just say his name, even though he's a big time drug dealer, murderer, killer. Are you showing us his little brother? No. Yes, the fuck you are. Yes, you are. That shit is crazy, yo. It's his little brother. You see how it's just like a complete circle. This story is just, it's intricate and crazy. Because it's like hard for me to explain it because there's a lot of twists and turns. And it's like, the person behind this, honestly, is kind of a mastermind. I know it wasn't my best friend LaShawn. She had something to do with it, but the person who actually planned all of this was a mastermind. I'm not gonna lie. Because a lot of the stuff is hard to prove. But I know for a fact, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't wanna put that out there and then they, you know, certain things I can't say because if they're watching, they can go fix it or whatever. But anyways, yeah. It was just a crazy situation. Like, shit is out of control with these people. The lengths they took just to stop me. Little old me. It makes me wonder why. Why? So that's why I'm going to keep making these videos and putting this out there because I know that it's happening to other people. And I just want y'all to know there's no such thing as coincidences. If it don't feel right, it ain't right. Go with your gut. Cut off the people you gotta cut off. I know it seems hard and harsh, but your life depends on it. Like, I could honestly still be with that guy right now and be dead or something. Like, they was trying to kill me. There was days when I was in the bed, like, sick, and I didn't want to go home to my mom's house because I didn't want her to know that I was using ecstasy or whatever. I'm sitting there sick. These motherfuckers was like dead ass poisoning me. Like, and then he would be like, oh, you got COVID. And I would never accept that. I'm like, I don't have COVID. I can't catch COVID. Because if you believe that you catch COVID, you catch COVID. So I always like, I'm immune to that shit. And I am. I honestly, when it first started, I didn't believe it. I'm like, this is fake. I'm like, this whole situation don't seem real. It's like a movie. It's like a movie. And it really was. This shit is like a movie if you think about it. There's a pandemic. We're in lockdown. You gotta have a mask on. Everything's shut down. It was crazy. It just seemed really unreal. Then all these people was dying. People on my Facebook page was dying. I'm like, but that's for another story. I'm not gonna get into that, but I didn't believe it. So I had other people like, what do you mean you don't believe it? People are really dying. Da-da-da-da. And I'm just saying to myself, like, maybe they're keeping them somewhere. Maybe they're just, you know what I mean? They're just like portraying, I don't know. But I know people who have died, and I don't want to disrespect anybody if you have lost anybody due to COVID. But when it began, I really didn't believe it at all. At all. Yeah. And I know that they like to control people through fear. So, and then like I had my son calling like, Mom, I'm so scared I'm going to die. I'm like, don't believe it. You're not going to die. You're not going to die. Like, but yeah. It's just crazy. thanks for listening, guys. I like just talking to y'all so y'all can get to know me and my personality a little bit better. This is what they really hated before. The light that I bring. Like, I'm the type of person, if someone's feeling down, I always know what to say to make them feel better. And, like, they took advantage of me. I used to always try to make my ex feel better. He was going through so much emotional turmoil. I swear to you, the state of New York and his mother owe me money for taking care of that motherfucking mental patient. That, he has a problem. A serious problem. He throws temper tantrums like a kid. Like, it was just crazy. I was always trying to calm him down. And that's another reason why he probably wants me back, is because I can calm him down. But at the risk of what? Me being a punching bag and dealing with that shit? Like, you're not my kid. It was just crazy, yo. Crazy. But as a mother, you could really fuck your child up. And I know I wasn't the best mother. And I know right now my son, like, he's feeling some type of way about me. But it's all lies. And you should have came to me before you just flipped on me like that. But I know how powerful these people are with their tricks and their magic tricks, so I don't blame you. And I love you unconditionally, no matter what. So, yeah, I just wanted to get that out there, guys. Thanks for listening.